Sup guys, this is my first stream ever made. I hope I really don't miss it too much. What am I gonna about to do is fantasy characters, um, a fairy, and a demon because I like contrast. I start drawing about like 8 years ago, more or less. What else can I say? I get my inspiration mainly from music or things I dream or I know experiences I've had in my life. Basically, that's where I do get my inspiration from. What else can I say? Stream ever made. I hope I really don't miss it too much. What am I gonna about to do is fantasy characters, a fairy, and a demon because I like contrast. I start drawing about like 8 years ago. Okay, it's a little bit weird hearing me again speaking what else can I say? What I've already said. But I get my inspiration mainly from music or things I dream or gonna show you how do I work here. Usually I make a base here. Basically, that's where every character with lines and stuff like that. To really give that proportion. Just hold a second because I'm hearing everything and everywhere. It's a little bit weird. Okay, so what I mainly do is that I don't know. I make guidelines to make my characters, for example, circles and lines and just little pieces of traces down here and everywhere, so I can see how is gonna be the proportion of my character. So just let's get started. For example, I first let the layers a little bit down, so they see like my base from where I'm going to start my drawing. So for the muscles, I usually like triangle shapes and all these geometric shapes. So I can already see how is it gonna go with the muscles, like the flexes and the position of everything, you know. So okay, for the elbows, I usually use these kind of triangles, so I can don't fuck it up already while making the elbows. I think that's the most difficult part for me, and the knees and hands, but that's another thing I'm really not gonna talk about here. So I'm here doing these form shapes to get right the arms and to see how more or less it's gonna look like in the final product. So let's just go to the bicep here and start here. Another triangle for the elbow. I think these triangles really make everything easy because it's like you don't separate the limbs, but still you get a pretty good idea what you're doing with the hands and the arms. With the hands, I usually make like some rectangles to see how the hands and fingers are gonna get in the whole composition. Okay, for the neck, I usually don't use the neck after I made the whole body because sometimes the heads get a little bit too big or too small, so I prefer not doing that. What else? Okay, so For the torso, as you can see, I've made some another triangles, you could say. And that's to see how the biceps and all the abs are going to go proportionally and not like, I don't know, a literally deformed thing and stuff like that. I really don't like my joints to get a little bit weird, and I try to be so perfectionist about it. It really kind of stresses me out a little bit sometimes, but one can get everything in life, right? So let's go to the torso and do some shapes. So for example, this is a demon, so I'm not really going to make the biceps like this. I'm just gonna make them a little bit different, meaning that I will only give them shape in some kind to see how it's going to go and stuff. I mean, I don't think the biceps are going to be visible in this monster because, as you can see, it doesn't have legs, and you could say it's a demon made out of dust. A little bit creepy, you could say. But these textures of the dust that makes from the waist below, I'm going to make them in the last step because it's a little bit difficult to get the right texture for this kind of thing. So I'm just going to keep on doing the base. So I'm going to go to the neck. Usually there are more lines here in the neck, but everyone can't see or can see. It's not too notorious. I'm just going to make the base for the neck. So I'm going to go ahead. As this is a monster, I really don't have to be that straightforward in doing the thing. So this will be where the eyes are gonna go. So the eyes are gonna go like this. And I think the mouth is gonna be here. It's a little bit weird doing characters in another position you don't usually draw. Like, I don't know. As being an artist, you always get to have one position or pose you get comfortable with, and sometimes I think it's very good to explore your limits and exploit them, so you really don't get like stung. Uh, you really don't get like, how can I say it? Well, you don't really get to stay in the same point and doing the same poses because it gets boring, and of course you don't really get to know more the way the star. No. The way you draw, like for example, you don't get to have this kind of mindset of the proportions of any kind of body you're doing, and I think it makes it a little bit more fun to do because you can fuck it up in any other kind of pose, and you're like, oh, it really doesn't go like this, and you start learning another things of body proportion and stuff like that. So to keep going, we're gonna make some kind of horns, ears, I don't know. And that's that. So unlock the cap, the layer here, sorry, and I diminish the transparency of it. So now I can really get to start with working with these brushes. I love this kind of brushes because, I don't know, they have different kind of textures and you can really like play with them and see how everything works out in the end. I'm just gonna make the use of this predictive stroke that allows you to do a very shitty stroke and it corrects it, and it really makes your work more easily than it, it would be. So let's just make a little bit stroke here, like this. So usually I try to not use big lines because sometimes they get fucked, and I really don't like that. So let's get it on with. Here's the arm. Hands are really difficult for any kind of artist you ever meet, and I'm no exception. I mean, I don't know, I kind of suffer with hands, so I usually just make shape of it, and when I have the time, after I finish doing the character, I focus on the hand because it's, I don't know, kind of stresses me out a little bit too much, so I leave it always at the end. They're the most difficult part, as I've said. So, anyways, another thing I have to say for my drawings is that I always like to draw, but I really didn't knew that it would be more than a hobby, you know? It has really inspired me drawing. Yes, how can I say it? Drawing has made my soul a little bit more comfortable, and it's a way I express myself in every kind of situation. And I like to not, and I would like in the future, yes, my drawings to be an inspiration for any other kind of newbie artist and to make a change in the world. I think. I mean, I really wanna go and be a concept artist, a video game concept artist to be more specific, and I think that's that. Really sorry if I get to stutter and mutter, but I'm really kind of nervous, but I'm trying to handle it the best I can. So now we have the torso proportions. Now let's just make this layer invisible in this kind of part and go. How does it go? I hate it when this happens. I think every artist has already struggled with it, be it a leg, be it a hand, or whatever. It's kind of frustrating because you want to make the right stroke and you don't get it, and you get frustrated. It's I really it's a little bit too complicated. I don't know if that's a complex wheel artists have, but you just have to do it the right way, or you don't like it, and you're like saying, "Oh, this piece of shit," and I don't like how it went, stuff like that. um, so what I'm trying to do with by proportion of his hand, as you can see, it's not really coming that well, but I'm gonna see how we do it. Make it right. So, what can I say about this monster? It's kind of weird how did I get to have this, you can say, model of the monster I'm making here, because it was in a dream, and as I've said already, I usually kind of tend to lie in my dreams for inspiration because they're the most lucid and weirdest thing any human can get here in life. And I think it's a beautiful experience because you can learn from them, and well, you can get inspiration like myself. So, speaking about this monster, I was dreaming I was a witch, a female character I've invented, and it was like kind of weird because like I'm a guy, like hell, why am I a female in witch? I don't mean it's wrong to be female, but it was a little bit weird. So here This monster, I encountered this monster. Well, I'm in an abandoned church, and I'm like the witch exploring the church and saying like, "Oh my God, what am I doing here? What is this place?" And it's all tinted in blood and demonish things and a little bit weird. And I was like, "Okay, this is weird. What is happening here?" So I did my best just to not freak out, and I was like, "Okay, let's explore and let's get the hell out of here." So I was about to leave the room, and then some kind of dust started whirling around the floor, and I was like, "Okay, this is weird. What is happening here?" And then this whirl of dust gets all together and starts making the shape of this monster. I think it's not. It's kind of like a duck, but there were two versions of this monster, like a horse-headed like demon and a novice-headed demon like. And I was like, okay, this is weird, but they were extremely annoying. And I don't know how to put it, like really intimidating. I was like, oh my fucking god, I'm going to die here. And I was like, okay, I'm a witch. It's a dream. Everything can happen. So let's get this over with. So, well, that's how I get the inspiration of it. I think I also took inspiration from this Disney or Pixar movie. I don't remember. Rise of the Guardians. The Nightmares Dust. I think I really had that kind of inspiration there too. I think I really based my character in that kind of shape. I've always liked that kind of texture of dust flying around, whirling around, and just being dust, you know? It's kind of soothing for me, you could say so. Um, so I think that's how this demon slash monster came to be. Um, and the horns are here. You know, I just hate it when the strokes don't get together. Just a fucking headache. So the hand is going to be like this. Now I just making this layer invisible, this one too, and see how, like roughly how it's going to look, how it's looking. So really not liking it, but you know, detail work gets its time, and it's fucking tedious. But at the end, you like the results you get. So okay, the torso is not like this straightforward. It's like a little bit dissipating in the end. So I'm just going to make this visible and this invisible, and just try to make the strokes here like truthfully speaking, like or just making them get together and add them with the texture it's going to I'm going to make here in this part. So just let's get going. This is going to be like this, and it's also here like this. I think I'm really going to let these biceps, this chest going to. I think I'm going to leave like this. Like, I don't know, anthropomorphic, demon-like stuff. So I'm just going to make this like more realistic. So let me. Yeah, it's not looking good. Uh huh. So this is a fucking annoying. I really hate when this happens because you wanna make a good shape of, for example, the chest, and it's like, oh no, I'm not going to let you. It's fucking annoying. Here I thought I would have people with me, but I guess like it's my first stream live. I'm going to be alone this time, but I think it's okay because I'm going to get grasp about what is live streaming and how does it work. And just hold on, give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. That was my roomie. He asked me if I had 5 pesos, and because he doesn't have any change. You know, the perks of having roomies, it's that you don't get too much privacy, yet you're living with another family, unchosen by the way, like the real one, but you get to know them a little bit too much and well, and you get to bond with them and have a beautiful friendship, you could say. Well, at least that's been the case for me. And okay, I think it's looking good. So, well, still I think I don't like this part of the tour, so I'm going to make it a little bit more organic because it seems like it's only a bump here and real bodies don't have this kind of bumps unless you're a fucking I don't know, weirdo, alien, I don't know. So I think it's running a little bit good. Just let's make more details of this torso. I've seen tips about drawing this kind of parts of the torso, the abs and stuff, and what I've seen and I've been told by teachers is that this kind of, I don't know how do they are, how are they called in English, but I mean it's kind of part of the dorsal abs, you could say, and you just have to make a little bit of a Y, you could say, but a little bit twisted, so you can get these kind of shapes, these circle shapes. So for the arms, I think that's the most easy part, I think, because they are just like little shapes and cubes and stuff like that. So you could say it's good and it's easy, and but I really don't know how much. Okay, I'm just rambling around. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. You just have to forgive me. So for the arms, I usually make a line, and I'm going to make it in the other layer so I don't fuck it up and mess this drawing. Well, this illustration I'm doing. So like these are my guidelines to make the biceps. I'm just like making these guidelines just to make sure I'm going to do it the right proportion, because I'm not going to put up some a dusty kind of demon. It would seem a little bit too weird, but I'm just going to make the borders of it just to see how it's going to look with the textures at the end. But they don't look good, I'm just going to erase them. So here would be the belly. Okay, so it's going to look a little bit like that. It's a little bit deformed. For my taste, it's a little bit weird. But let's just just leave it like that and fuck it. Okay, like this. For the eyes, I usually make another layer, of course, because eyes are difficult and fucked up, and I don't know, they're just kind of weird. And as this is a demon, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to make them. So I think I'm going to use another kind of brush. Okay, it's too big. Too big. I'm just going to make this kind of eyes. Yeah, I really don't like it. I think I'm going to leave this as white, like a fucking white space, and just leave it like that. And still go to the hand. I'm missing here, and I know it. Okay, so for the hand, let's just make this a little visible and editable. So I'm just going to make these shapers for the hand, these lines for the fingers. Because as a demon, you know, it's not like real fingers, they're glass. But anyways, it's like a shitty kind of proportion of the hand, but that's the way I work. And I try to make it a little bit more beautiful. So the fingers are like this. And these fingers are the worst ever. Okay, let's make less visible this layer. Okay. And sometimes I fuck it in the layers and I'm drawing like, oh yeah, it's getting good, looking good, everything's fine, everything is colors and beauty. And then I realize I'm painting another layer and I'm like, oh my fucking god, is this for real? Like, you have fucked it? And it's like, oh my god, I need to do it again. And sometimes you can really like undo the things you've done and you're like, oh my god, I fucked it and I have to erase it. And if I erase it too much, I'm going to mess the other thing I had in that layer a little bit too much. So I usually try to be careful about the layers because layers are important and they can fuck your work or make it look professional, you could say. I'm really not professional here, so I'm just trying to, you could say, like improvise, see how these brushes work, the textures, everything in between. Get my own style, you know. Okay, I think the hands is a little bit too down, so I'm just going to select it and move it, and I think rotate it a little bit like this, and leave it there. So I'm just going to get here. Sorry about the sound, but I live inside my college campus, and they are mourning the law. Sorry, it's a little bit stressing sometimes, but you just can't do anything about it. It's part of the perks of living inside a campus. Okay, so I think it's looking good, except for the ads, but I don't think they matter here in the big scheme. Just let's make, okay, let's make another layer and see how the node is going to um, be like. I would like to make it an aggressive expression, but it looks too cute here, a little bit weird. I think I'm just going to make this line and look like this. And I think I'm not really going to change the eyes because they don't look too menacing, do they? I think I'm just going to let's. No, really don't like this kind of eyes. I think that's a little bit more menacing. No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm just going to leave them like this. Meanwhile, because, you know, or maybe not. No. Okay. So I hate it. Hate this. Hate this. It's part of my workflow. I always curse and I'm like stressing out about the little things that really don't matter in the end, but uh, that's the kind of artist I am. It would be good if this were like this. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I mean, you can give me tips here. Okay, well, just let's cut the crap and just make filthy mouth like this, just like that. Like, what is happening here? I mean, this is just the outline I'm doing because I'm not going to use it at the end. I just want to have foresaw the proportion of the body and well, just put it in its texture at the end. So I'm just going to merge with this. I'm going to lock it, and that's that. Now I'm going to go with the nymph slash fairy. This kind of fairy, uh, what can I say about her? I think I have inspiration in Groot, baby Groot to be specific, and where all the fantasy thing I've seen around my life and TV shows, I was just like, why wouldn't I make a fairy just to make a good contrast between the demon and all this dark stuff swirling around him. So this fairy came up as a helper of the witch I created. I mean, I can show you how the witch, more or less. That would be at the end. It was about a prototype I'm making for a video game. I'm going to make my application at Vancouver, so they just asked me to have a EDD, game design document, made for them and send them that like prototype project. So I thought like, oh yeah, I would like a helper for my witch. But what could it be? I would like it to be cute and funny and tiny and fluffy, like this kind of little baby thing, but with a mature personality to an extent. So that's how I came up with her. I was like, okay, I like how the texture of Groot looks, and like he's a tree guy, and a weird kind of alien. And I was like, a fairy of Earth, like from Mother Earth, from Gaia. How can I make a character that impregnates of this whole situation of fantasy of Gaia and things like that? And I was like, okay, a fairy, but how would I make it? And I was like doing a lot of sketches, and I came with this kind of head crown, I don't know, and like I would like it to have like some kind of branches or open spaces where it can show the light that is like her core, her life force. It would be like a north light, and no light would be like showing around this, going around this kind of openings in her head. Like I'm really not sure how I'm going to project them in here because I just made only doodles of them. I'm just going to have to work it out alone. Okay, so this, I think this wood can work at least for this moment. So like this. Here for the eye, I thought that I would like it to be like, bigger and and cute and tiny and that kind of thing. Like for example, a Kirby-like thing, like with big eyes and too small. That kind of eyes I would like to make. So this would be like the line references. It would be the mount. I thought if I could put a nose in it, but I was like, no, I really don't like the nose. I've tried in few sketches I made that. No, I don't like noses. At least not for this theory. So your hair eyes are going to be like this, kind of anime style. But I think it's good. I mean, every artist starts like not copying, but be inspired by certain art styles, like for example, anime, American cartoon style, French style, Canadian style, and then you just diverge to your own style. So I think that has happened to all artists. So like this, we're going to be the eyes. Doesn't she look cute? I mean, she does look cute. So I'm going to make this brush a little bit too, a little bit small. I'm just going to make it not like this, like a real big smile. Yeah, like this. Oh, it looks cute. Okay, so usually I try to make layers for the body and the head separately. So if I fuck it up in any part of the head or the body, I can fix it and I can erase it, and I'm not worried about, oh my god, I'm going to erase the head or things like that. So basically, that's like all artist recommendation. Do it in layers because you can fuck it up and you're going to be suffering like, oh my god, I did it wrong. Now what am I going to do? Like this is a little cute baby. Her neck is going to be like this tiny. Okay, I hate it when this happens. Like I'm not selecting all layers, but the computer thinks I am. Like, just a mess. So okay, need to erase this line. As you can see, I've seen it. I've done it in another layer, so I really don't fuck it up. The head, so I think the neck would be like this moment. I think it would be good. So just let's go and cut the chase. Make the body of hers. Like she's a fury of Earth, a fury of Gaia. I'm not really going to put her breast because it seems like a little bit too sexual. And although I like making some characters sexual, I rather prefer not to make my favorite sexual. That would be a little bit weird. And even for humans, I really don't like to make them sexual, but if I make them, it's for a reason, like to make a statement, like it's wrong to sexualize everything on Earth. Like you're not an object. But anyways, so let's go and make the hand. Well, I think I'm going to make another layer and see how this shoulder is going to be. I'm going to disable this predictive stroke. Going to make, and as you can see, from my base to what I'm doing, it's changing a little bit too much. And I think it's good because you can see that you're making the good proportions and that your sketch is just like an outline or a reference where you can see how things are going to be, and you can change them with any remorse, like saying, oh, the hands are a little bit too off, or the shoulder is like a little bit too out, like she has cracked her shoulder and separate her limb, like things like that. So you can really learn from your own mistakes here in sketching. So I know it really doesn't look too much the strokes I'm making here, but I'm just trying to make the base of how the hand is going to go. No, I don't like it. So let's see. I think it would be best if I let the hand like this. No? Like she's flying and she's giving the demon a flower because she's good and he's evil and she wants to spread happiness and he's like dark and killing blood and stuff like that. But I think the hand is a little bit too, the arm is a little bit too short, so I'm just going to make it like this. I'm not really getting proportions of the arm and hand here because like it's a fairy of Gaia. I think, well, I've thought that I really don't have to make muscle outlines and guidelines, so I think that's good. I think it's looking good. Like, let's just see how. I think it's looking pretty good. So I think the arm is still a little bit too short. So let's just make this visible again. Okay, so let's just okay. The shoulder, the arm, and hand we put like this. See what I mean? It's a little bit too difficult to make a good proportioned character, but in the end you get to have practice and you're like, oh, okay, I'm like this and this and this. So, okay, I think it's looking now good. Although it's like too too agglomerated there. So, but anyways, it's an outline. It's on my guidelines. So really not paying too much attention on that kind of stuff now. And so let's make this visible again. This is going to be like this, a little bit more darker than the outline or the guidelines, really. Here I'm going to make the legs drawn. I'm going to rotate it to see that I'm doing the right strokes for the leg. Oh, it's a fairy. Just a little tiny legs, tiny feet, tiny everything. Let's get there. And like, she's a fairy, so I really don't have to detail her foot. I won't. Really don't want to ramble around the foot because it's just a foot and it's a fairy. I thought it would be nice if she didn't have like thumbs and fingers, but I think it's going to look a little bit too weird if at least she doesn't have fingers. But with the feet, I think it's a pretty okay. I would, um, I don't put fingers in the foot, you know. And here's the leg. Here's the foot. Going to make my eraser a little bit small and erase this thing. And I think it's looking pretty good. What do you think? I think it's looking good. So let's make the arms. Okay, I'm like erasing here. Sorry for that. Make the arms here. Please. Yeah, I think I'm going to put on the predictive stroke so I can get the right portion of the hand and then disable it, because sometimes it's a pain in the ass. You're like, join a line like this and it corrects it, and it's like, oh fuck, I want it like that to land. Okay, so you can see my hand is really taking more shape. I'm just going to disable this layer. Going to focus here on the hand. Like she's grabbing the flower. Need to make the finger here like this. And this and this. And there we go. I mean, it's not the best hand in the world, but it's going to work at the very least. Let's close this and put a little bit of this. Like in the bigger scheme, it's not going to look so bad. So anyways, well, there's the flower, but I think the flower I'm going to draw it in another layer so I can put it color on it and stuff like that. So okay, let's get this with these legs. I think the hand is a little bit too buffed, and I don't really want that for my fairy. I mean, she's a delicate. All fairies are delicate with red and in the folklore, so I think a buffy arm will do here. Okay, so let's just rotate it. Just have this hand like this. The finger here. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not having a good hand here. So it's going to go on there like that. So what I usually do is just make a preview how it's going to look and then draw it. Another thing I can really say about myself is that I like to listen to metal, and it's like really invigorating for my inspiration drive. Like it can be a little bit too aggressive or too energetic, and it pumps my brain to flow with all kinds of creativity. I think it's good. I mean, it's not a bad genre of music. So I think it's a little bit weird ahead, though. Yeah, a little bit real, too much realistic. I think it's better than the other hand, but I think it's looking good, to be honest. So just go like that. I think the hand should be a little bit more like this. So let's trace the stroke. Now, I think if I do it like this. I think it's good, but I think no, it's a little bit too thin, this arm, to be honest. As you can see, I'm not letting all my nervousness go down on me now. I think I'm still nervous, but I'm holding it. I'm handling it in a good way. And I think I've lost that shyness and nervousness I've had at the first. So let's erase this one, this line, and like it's good, looking good for. To be honest, I'm really liking it, but I think it's a little bit too squarish, this torso. mean, it's a fairy, and I don't want to sexualize it, but I think it's a little bit too square. I really don't like that. No, right. Okay, so if this is going to be like this, it's going to be like that. And I think I'm going to put her on a little bit more belly to make it fluffy and tender and stuff. Yeah, I think it's looking good like this. And I like it, but it's kind of torso. It needs to be a little bit more like here like this. Just erase this. I think I'm going to have to redraw this hand because as you can see it's a little bit weird. And of course the arm again. Oh my god. Usually I try to be quick about my sketches, but as I am a little bit too much perfectionist, I try. I really don't get to be that as fast as I would like to be. But anyways, I mean like everyone starts from somewhere, so I think I'm still looking for that kind of quickness in myself in drawing and illustrating things here. Oh, yeah, it looks a little bit more good than it would have. I think I'm going to make it a little less thick this brush and go there and have my hand draw here. Oh my god. So this is the fingers. A little bit too much fingers. So this is going to be this. This line goes here, and this one's here, and blah blah blah. And so let's just see how does it look. Oh my god, this is tedious. Okay, just let me this goes like this. Well, I think it's prettier than the previous one. So here we have a little fairy. So I'm just going to go and erase some layers that I really don't work with. And I'm going to make another layer for the wings. Yeah, wings. I wasn't really sure if I had to make wings for this fairy, but in the end I was like, yeah, it'll be good. Like, why not? Why not getting the stereotype of fairies? Because at first I was like, no, she's gonna fly because she has powers and stuff like that. She has come from Mother Gaia and she doesn't need effing wings. But at the end I was like, no, I'd like to see some wings in her. So here we have the wings. I'm going to add another layer and make here the details of the wings. So let's just make some lines here. Oh fuck. Okay, so like this. Line here, and line over here. Another line here, and another line here. So as you can see, I'm not fucking my draw, but I'm putting some wings on her. Well, I think this wing needs to be a little bit more like this. Just erase this one and this hot stroke. There we go! We have it. Time is getting a little. Oh, time. To be honest, at the beginning of this stream, I thought a whole hour or a little bit more would be like too difficult for me to do, but I mean, it's been 55 minutes and I'm still here walking and talking and mumbling shit. So, okay, let's just see how my camera's here. And just readjust it. As you can see, we have met my favorite. I think it's looking good, pretty good, to be honest. Could be better, but like having, okay, this is too big. So, no, I think it's still too big. This stroke. No, I think I'm going to let it. Give it like this, or just. Oh, here we have it, my theory. My demon is not looking that good because I'm just making a guideline to add another texture and, well, another brush and make it with some textures hold the shape of this demon. Still, I think I have to make more details on the face, so I'm just going to lower the visibility of this one. Just going to I'm just going to reshape this face, or I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to reshape it. This would look better than anything. Don't you think? This. Okay, so. So now, it's going to go like this. Going to add another layer. Lock this one. Lower the visibility. Just go and see what kind of texture would be the best to make a dusty kind of demon. So let's just see. Honestly, I was studying. I was thinking about making the textures with a cloud brush, but I don't think it's going to look that good, you know? Maybe the bigger textures real, but these ones won't. So just let me, for example, if it's a way to be, it doesn't. It would look good like that, you know, like down, but I don't think it's going to look that good if I just put it on the body. Also, I think I'm going to use this one. No, which one? This one. Yeah, I think it's going to look good with this one. So, I think I'm just going to use the foot texture with this one, and I'm going to use another kind of brush to put some details down here. Color, base color, I mean. So I'll just let it wet. Okay. I'll just make this opacity a little bit Just going to make the base here at the color. Then I'm going to erase the parts I'm not using. Usually I do this because with the texture I'm going to use, it really doesn't look that good. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the purpose of using this kind of brush. But anyways, just going to give it a second color touch, so I don't think it would matter. Yeah, it would. Hate it. No, I'm just going to do this and put the base of the color here. Then I'm going to erase it. Or, I think it's going to be best if I just close this stroke, in the most filthy way and dumbest way, but I think it's going to work lots for me. I'm going to put this black. And as you can see, it's not really closed. Oh, hell. So I'm just going to see what kind of strokes are not together and see. Oh, this one. What can I do to close them? I think that's that. Or maybe not. Okay, so let's just see how it goes. I'm going to use this kind of black. I like it. Looks good. So let's zoom the hell out of it. Like this. I still think it really doesn't look this kind of menacing, this monster. Anyways, it's going to change with time, so walking walks. So, oh well. Okay, so now I'm going to use the texture here and go the blackest kind of tone I have here. I'm going to put this. No, I don't think it's going to work there. That tool is really helpful if you're making a character that is looking in front view, because it's like a mirror kind of tool. You do one trace here, one trace, one stroke, sorry, here, and it does it in the other way. I'm sorry if I kind of say some kind of weird words, but like I speak Spanish, so I tend to mix up a little bit of every language I know. So I tend to fuck it up. So, sorry for that in advance, or maybe not. I mean, I've already fucked it up too many times. So I'm just going to grab this. Just put it like this here. Try not to mess it up too much. You can see these textures. What's making is like giving you the illusion that like it's not all fuck. What did I say? Try to be a little bit too much careful with this kind of strokes, but I have fucked up. Well, anyways, I'm just going to make it in another layer. Wait a little bit. I'm just going to copy this link and send it to a friend. She wanted see me streaming for the first time, but I forgot to send her the link. Okay, one sec. So, in this other layer, I'm just going to keep drawing these textures and just trying to fill this form and this shape with this texture so we can believe it's made out of dust, this demon. What I said here is that with the textures I would make some kind of proportions and symmetries for the body, but not too much because I don't really want it to be like a demon with human torso kind of monster. So let's just do a mess here. It's going to be a little bit of mess here. Looks like this. Okay, so I'm just here trying to make some shadows. Because I mean, it's a demon, it's made out of dust. It's not that visible, yet not that opaque. As you can see, I can erase what I've done here if I don't like it. But in the arm, I have fucked it up, so really can do really can do anything about it. So I'm just going to sit back and see how it goes. So if you guys have any tip that you'd like to share with me of this kind of illustrations, you can give like do this or don't do this, things like that. So let's just go here, head. As you can see in this layer, it's taking like shape. I'd like to see how good is it going to look at the end. So I'm just going to correct this kind of mouth I have made in this character because I really didn't like the previous one I've made. So let's just go like this here. Go. I think I'm going to be another hour until I finish this whole illustration I'm making, and then I'm going to eat it. And I'll be every Thursday here live, messing it up, mixing words, laughing a lot about my mistakes, and just trying to give you some joint tips. So as you can see here in this layer, it's taking a little bit too much of a good shape, and I'm liking it. Like, let's just make this app sexy. Okay, that was too much. The demon cannot be sexy, can he be? So let's just try to make this. No, I don't think. Okay, like this. As you can see, it's taking good shape here, this demon. As I said, what I've done here is just an outliner, a guideline that will help me see that I'm doing the good proportions of the body and that my monster is looking good, or any character I make. As you can see, it changes a lot from what I've been doing here in this outline and the final product I'm making. So I think it's good. For the minute, I'm going to put a little bit of music and give me the inspiration flowing. Sometimes when I have this artist blockage, I tend to meditate and while I'm listening to music, That's usually what I do to stress out. Well, no, not to stress out, to release my stress. And it kind of helps me, or like if it's a little literal big blockage, I'm like, okay, I'm going to just give me an hour break. I tend to play video games. And then I'm like, oh, while I'm playing, I like get flashes of ideas that could make my work look a little bit too good, or more good, or just to pimp it and make more progress than I would like have if I just stay here and drawing and seeing like, oh my god, what am I gonna draw? How am I going to make this look? So usually what I do is that play video games, meditate, and listen to music. So okay, I think it's looking good. I'm liking it. As you can see, like this are this is the chest. These are the shells of the chest, and I'm just like doing them to give it a little bit of a proportion of the body, just like that. Because I mean, it's a demon with the shape of a male guy, but I think it's looking a little bit good. Just going to paint it a little bit more so that it doesn't look that shitty. And that's, you can see, now I'm going to lock this layer and add another one. And I'm just going to see if I have another kind of brush. Oh yeah, the clouds brush to make the texture of this like dusty swirl that goes around this demon. So I'm just going to go straight forward to it. I'm just going to do it like this. But I think if I get up a little bit here. So okay, just let me do this. As you can see, this a different kind of texture. I would like to put it in my demon, but I don't think it's going to look that good because it's like a little bit to define the body for this kind of texture. The only thing I'm going to do is make the size of this brush a little bit small, and I'm just going to fill the form of my demon here so that it looks like it's really a foggy demon, a dusty demon, dusty kind of monster. As you can see, I think it's looking good for real. So let's just see how does it look without the guidelines. I think it's really taking good shape. So I'm just going to keep filling this up so it doesn't look like it has a line here, and it's just like spreading out thin down the ground. Well, as you can see, it's taking good shape and I'm liking it. This is kind of my process as an artist, making things up. Sometimes I really like to fuck things up, and then I come with a good idea. I think another thing for an artist when he has blocked his mind and doesn't know what to draw, doesn't know how to continue, is to make shitty doodles like, I'm just making this. Sometimes you can see forms in the doodles you've made and you're like, oh my god, this is good and I'm going to draw this. And you start doing your processing. Being good. Basically, as you can see, I think it's taking good shape. I'm liking it. Just let me. Oh my god. I think for erasing this thing, I'm going to just lower the graduation of this eraser, and as you can see, it doesn't look like I've erased just like too harsh, you know? Oh my fucking god. Now, this wasn't the cloud, this was the cloud, this was the cloud. I'm just going to keep moving forward here. I'm gonna see how it does it look without the body. I'm just going to keep making this shape. I'm going to go here. As you can see, it does look good. I think it wouldn't be that bad of an idea to make a texture or texturize my monster with this kind of brush. What is this happening? Okay, just let me. Oh, I've lost my toolbar. So okay, there we go. I'm going to use it still, and I'm going to give it a full flow. No, I don't think a full flow. What about if I? And there we go. I think like this, my monster would look more menacing, you could say. But really don't think it would do good because I want to make some volume for it. So I think if I'm going to make this like this, I'm going to use another. I think I'm just going to raise this. So you can see I have fucked up again. It's not a big deal for me. I'm going to erase what I've done here. Lower the flow here. And just make this one. As you can see, I'm just going to try to fill this up again. I mean, it's just going to be like a base form for my demon. I'm going to lift up the floor here, not too much. This, yeah, this is good. So, okay. So I'm going to add another layer. Lock this one up. Now I'm really going to make the flow here. So just let me one moment. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like this kind of shape for my monster. I think I'm going to stick with the old one. Not this one, like this one. So let's just, yeah, does look a little bit more good, doesn't it? So just let's choose. I think I'm just going to make the shadows with this one because it's going to look a little bit too overwhelmed. So okay, just going to lower the size of it. Oh, I'm sorry I get like a little bit too quiet, but I like to have my attention full time on what I'm drawing. So, okay, I think you really don't mind that. No. So, the shadows, but let's just see how good are they looking. And I'm going to lower the flow here and make more degradation on my shadows here so I can give a little bit more of volume. Here I'm going to give them a little bit more of volume here. As you can see, I think it's looking pretty good, except for this thing. So let's get it on with. So as you can see, I'm making, or I'm giving this monster more volume here. The moment I as you can see, I think it has taken good shape here. But I think I'm going to erase a little bit of this because it looks way too dark. And I don't see any kind of volume here. And I'm really stressing about it. So let's just erase this a little bit. As you can see, just going to blur what I've done. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't look that bad. Okay, so after just blur it, I'm going to make this invisible so I can fill these shapes with the texture so it doesn't look weird. There we go. It'll look good, doesn't it? Sorry if I sometimes I get to sing, but I like singing and it's a way for me to release stress out, and basically that's that. So okay, we're doing this. Oh, sorry. this one. I'm going to duplicate this layer. I don't think I did. Okay, I'm going to duplicate it. Okay. And I'm going to give it multiply. Well, another kind of textures and see how it's going to look good. I'd like it to see a little bit like this. I'll put it soft light because I would like to see like it's really dust and not just like smoke here. Dust is a little bit more, a little less diffusive, I would say. So, nom. As I finished my monster, or almost finished, I'm going to save this project because if I don't and this thing closes, I'm going to just freak out. As you can see, everything is part of my everything of this is what makes me do a great work because I like to do a lot of layers and sorry about that. I like to be perfectionist. All these guidelines make my final product look a lot better than it would if I didn't. So as you can see, everything is fine and cool. So I'm going to rename this layer and put the word face on it because that's where the eyes are going to go. And I think I'm going to use a glowing brush to make the eyes look menacing. But I'm not sure what kind of color I would use. So I'm just going to go and see where the glowing things are. Okay, forest, no. Clouds. Here they are. Haha, lol. What is happening here? So I think I'm going to use all kind of colors. Well, not all kind of colors, but some like red and white and yellow, and see which looks more menacing. Then, well, use it. So this is pink. I don't think it looks that kind of menacing, but I don't like it. The picture it gives. I think I'm going to use this one of glow. Yeah, I like it best. Or let me see how this works. No, I don't think it. Some these kind of brushes like give textures, glow textures, but I don't like it. Like for an eye, I don't think it's going to be most fit thing. I think I'd like this, but it only gives so much glow here and now. I'm really not so fond of it, so I think I'm just going to go give it not that many flow here, or hardness, or however other artists name it, to see how good it would look, but I'm seeing that it is not working, so I'm going to just use this one. Okay, this is pale cherry pink. I'm using it. It really doesn't look that menacing, but I like this kind of yellowish glows it's emitting. Like for example, in this red, it's just like red and red. Let's just see this one. I don't like it. I think I'm going to go and have this pale cherry pink. Well, for this kind of palette, for yellow, like I think it's pretty the same thing. Yeah, basically, I mean, like you can. Well, I think there's a little bit of change of the glow color here, but basically this looks more red than the pink one. I don't know why. A little bit weird, you can say, because this looks pink. and this looks yellow, so a little bit weird. Anyways, if I use white, so white, oh, okay, we really don't have here white. I think white is going to look good as a base, and then use another color. I think I'm going to go with this one, with this pale cherry pink, to make it look like menacing, and with this gradient color shapes it makes. So first things first, I'm just going to make this less visible to see what the fuck am I doing here. Well, this one I won't. And just, yeah, think I'm just going to go with this kind of vibe. Yeah, I'm liking this kind of vibe. And I'm going to give it a little bit of, I don't know, kind of texture that makes it's really a monster. But I think I'm failing epically here. But I think maybe it would be a good idea if, oh, so let's just make this invisible. Let's just see how does it work. I really don't like it. If I can see. I'm sorry if I'm singing, but I like to sing. Music, it's like, I don't know, it's beautiful, it's everything, it's soul food. I think I'm liking this kind of vibe, but just wanna see how it's going to look. I'm going to put this kind of things in the eye. Ah, they seem like they were glasses. I don't think it's going to do any good here. So let's just. What could be good here? I'm just going to let them like this. I think they're going to look good like this, but I need to make an expression of his own. So I'm just going to make this eye a little bit more big, like this shot. Like, oh my god, what is this? And I'm going to make this one like this. And all this roots around it. Yeah, just. I think it's a little bit too big. So let me just like this. I think this looks good. Like this is the expression I'm looking for. Like, what the fuck is on my head? And the fairy's like, oh, I'll put a flower on you. So Let's just put everything like this and looking good. Well, at least I think I like it. I'm liking it, so I think it's not that bad. So I'm going to go with the clouds again, with the clouds brush. No, I don't think I'm going to go to the clouds. Also, I think I'm going to go to the texture ones and grab the texture and feel more the arm because it looks like just a. That's the last of my intentions. And my arm looks like a stick just draw there irresponsibly. Also, this goes like this, and I think that's that at least for the demon. That's it. I'm going to save it because sometimes Sketchbook gets closed and it's so fucking distressing. So, okay, as you can see, this layer that is called face is invisible, and I was just like using it for reference. So I'm just going to grab. Oh, where is it? No, this wasn't it. Below, where is it? Here you are. So I'm going to go grab pale cherry pink. I'm going to make another layer and give it the full flare of it, like a real demonish kind of eye. Flow it down to 1. Okay, it's looking good, but I think I'm going to have to go. No, okay, I'm going to select this eye, erase it, paste it. I'm going to paste it down here. No, where are you? Okay. Down here, yeah. And I'm going to do the same here with this one. Oh my god. So I'm going to cut it as well. I'm going to paste it here. Okay. It won't look. So I think I'm just going to grab this one. In this texture, go to black. I'm not painting anything here, okay? Because basically the eye shouldn't be looking like this, you know? What I mean, not like you at least need to see that you have this division on the head. So, let me see, how am I going to fix it? Let me. As I thought, this is going to go here. I'm going to grab then instead the cloud shape. I'm going to make it more like this. So I'm going to just erase this one, bring this one here. Let's just see how does it look. I think it looks better than what it looked here. Let me just see if I can erase out of this. Oh, but it's not this kind of true. I think it's in this later. Oh my god, I hate when this happens. Yeah, you can see. Well, I think it's looking good. Like, feels that a little bit of an intervention. To do an intervention here, so just let's just go here and there. Go like this. Yeah, it does kind of look more good. What it could actually look. Yeah, I'm liking it. Just going to go with the blood again. Go to the black color and making these invisibles. And go to the flow. No, not that much. Yeah, it was about this one. Hmm. So, okay, I'll just erase this to make it look like a real animal mouth. Little weird, I know, but that's just the way the character is made. You can see it's looking a little bit good, more good. Yeah, it's looking better, better and better. So save it. I'm just going to go right with the name slash fairy. So I'm just going to grab these layers and make them lock them up. I'm going to erase this layer because it really doesn't serve me any purpose anymore, and this one as well. I'm just going to merge them all with the eyes. No, well, hold it, hold it. I'm just going to merge. Okay. I'm gonna let them. Okay, I'm gonna merge them, glow with glow and eyes with eyes. So I have it both eyes in one layer. So let's just go ahead with that. Fairy. This little cute fairy is named Flare. And it's chubby and beautiful and tiny. And lovely. So, okay. I know I've already said that a little bit too much. But I have to make some emphasis on that because it's like the trait of this fairy. And I think I'm going to use this kind of purple, but later on. I think I'm just going to go and see what kind of texture would be good for the body. Like, would it look good? Wouldn't it look? Okay, so I'm just going to see what kind of texture looks like water thing, because this looks like dust. Let me see if I have one. This is far. No, I don't think this is going to look good on her. No, this one. So let me see. I think this would work. Would work good. But I just gotta have to make it tiny and see. Yeah, well, not that tiny because I'm not going to see any kind of texture here. It's just like another fucking brush. And I don't think that's the point here. You know, I think it should really look like this. I have an idea. So I'm going to bring this brush like this and give it texture like this. So let's just make some texture here. Another thing I can say about this fairy is that she was going to be a fairy of the Matrix, like controlling of everything from time and space and beyond. But I was like, she would be like OP, but she would only have the knowledge of how does it work and what one can do with that kind of power and what can one do. For example, you would be able to just deform anything, but it would have its own consequences. Like if you deform an animal, it would like deform the whole kind of species. That would fuck things up. And one doesn't want that. One has to be aware of the great balance. That was the kind of power I intended for this kind of knowledge primarily for this theory, but at the end I didn't use the idea and she's like more like an earth fairy. So let's just go. No, this is. Oh look, found another. I thought this one would help me look like woodish, but it would, and it really. So no. Yeah, and it's looking more like wood, honestly. So let's make this texture here and here and here and here and here. Let's keep going. Okay, now for the hands. Now for the head. Spin no evil. Say no evil. You just evil. I'm sorry, but I like this song a little bit too much. So, and now it looks like it's a muddy fair. Muddy fairy. I'm not fairy now, don't like it. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same as I did with the demon. Just let me close this and make it a little bit. Okay, so like this, I'm going to use this brown. You can see I haven't closed it properly. Impeccable. Say no evil. Evil. Speak no evil. You just dream evil. So, I think I'm just filling this fairy with color. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of glow here. So, okay. Oof. So, okay, let's just paint it whole. The wings, I don't think I'm going to make them brown. It would be like too monochromatic and that wouldn't look good. So I think I'm going to just make another layer and go pinch more. I'm going to see. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this texture. I'm going to make it a little bit more dark and start. See how this looks. And I think it would really look a little bit more good. Not like wood, but it can really give the illusion that it's made out of something more solid, you know? Not like so. Okay, it's looking good. Going to give them a little bit of shadows here. No, let's just make it gradient here. Don't make it that kind of fuzzy. So here, and this here. Okay, so I'm just going to see how much. Yeah, looking good. And then here, I think it's going to be like this. Going to I'm going to have it in the same. Okay, track. And the size, I'm going to lower it. Too tiny. I don't see a thing. Still too tiny. The opacity is not really. So, okay, this is where the shadows are going to go. So I mean, like, there's dark around the fairy, but she's like emitting light. So I don't think that much of the shadow she's gonna have. I think she's not going to have, like, not a lot, just the ones that are emitting or that are cast from the light that she has on her head. So I'm just going to make them a little bit more diffused. And there we go. Yeah, I think it's not looking that good, but we can fix it. So let's just see how well this goes. Let's try to go. Let's see. Let's just see. Okay, so let's just focus on the shadows that are going to be more hot. The most hot, sorry. Alright. Let's go like this and this here. And the shadows here, I think shadows are the part that make drawing more realistic. Yeah, because it gives the volume. Sincerely, for me, this kind of shadowing was a little bit too difficult to master. But then you get to practice it and you're like, oh my god, this is easy. Still, I think there are times where you're like, oh my god, I thought I was doing a good work and now it's shit work, not working anymore. But it happens time to time. Like for example, here the shadows are going to be more hard, and here are going to be lighter. And here, more shape. So here more shadow, 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 shadow. Like this. Just like that. We're making volume for this little fairy slash nymph slash whatever mythical little cute and fluffy creature. So I'm already finished. I think at least with the textures, I think I'm doing a pretty good work here. I think I would need to use Photoshop to use or make some brushes, or we're here for Sketchbook. Some may ask me why I don't use Photoshop, because it's the best and its workflow is better and stuff, but I really like Sketchbook. It's simple and it really does make a good work when you get to know all its secrets and you grasp them, you know? So, no, I think it's looking good. Yeah, I think it's looking good. With your schema, I think these shadows won't be able to be seen by anyone, but I think it's going to look good. So I think I'm going to go and grab this light thing, not glow thing, sorry, the brush. And I'm just going to go to yellowish or bluish. No, I think I'm going to go to the yellow palette and go to the flow. Oh shit! Yeah, I wasn't cleaning the layer I should. For this one, I really don't want to affect it as much as I would usually do. So I'm just going to have these lights here. Just move them down. As you can see, no one sees them. Oh my god. I think I need to just make them this. What should be good here? I think I'm just going to love this and edit this layer. Because what's fucking up these lights is the texture I put here previously. So I'm just going to raise them and see how well without the texture I put in these holes where they are supposed to be. This, like this here, and here, and here like this, here like this, here like this. No, they don't look good, do they? I know what I can do. Okay. Sorry, I was like a little bit distracted. Like, why isn't it doing the thing? So I'm going just to duplicate this and I'm going to darken it. and use the same. Oh my god, oh, I know what's happening here. So much more than just a friend thing. Okay, I'm getting a little bit cheesy here. Okay, just let me see. I think this is going to work wonders here, you know? Because I wanted to be seen as a glow, but not that heavy. Let's just like this. I think it's looking good. So let me just see if I. Oh my god, I'm streaming. No one is seeing anything. Let me see what is happening here. I was like sure I was presenting my work. Let me see what's happening here. Okay. Let me see because now someone told me that it's not looking and I don't know why. Let me just give me a second. Hmm. No. Oh yeah. I think it's not looking because this one is. I don't know what's happening here, but anyways, I'm sorry I had to do this, but I don't know what's happening here. I think it's not looking good and it's not seeing any. Some people are not seeing anything. Sorry if they didn't. Oh, I think it's looking good like this, you know? It looks like some glow thing here and here and here, and it's looking beautiful. Also, I thought that maybe the eyes would glow like this, but I really don't think that's a good idea altogether. So, this is going to be the glow layer I'm going to use. Oh my god, some people are saying that they're not well. I think I'm not I'm not sharing anything now, but I don't know what's happening here. Let me see what's happening here. So, let me see. I don't know why not. It's not sharing anything now. Like the first hour it was, but now it isn't. I think. I'm really not sure what's happening here, guys. Go to. So let me see. Oh my god. I'm seeing that no one's seen anything after I made the fairy. So let me just see what's happening here. Or The wings, I don't think I'm going to. So just let me see what's happening here. Now I'm going to make another stream because no one is seeing anything. Now I see my partner here is screening well, but I'm not, and I'm not sure what's happening here. I think, yeah, my screen is back. Thanks for the notice. I don't know what's happening here. So, oh, let me see. I think I'm really bugged here. Let me see. I'm not really sure what's happening here. Anytime soon. Yeah, I really don't know how to fix it. Kind of like right now because my drawing is looking good, but I can share it with the world, like what is happening. Like it's not really letting me um, share my screen anymore. I don't know why. Like what's going on here? Hmm. Let me see. Because I'm really packed here. Oh, okay. Let me just Google this because it's never happened to me, but okay. Just let me see what's happening. I really like to finish this drawing and share it with the world and how I'm doing. Share screen working. What is let me see. No, it's not really. Let me see. I'm really stressing out that. I think I really should download this app and for the first time I think it did share my screen, but now it isn't. I'm kinda stressing out. Any tips here? So I see for the like 15 minutes I've been doing like sharing my thing. I don't know why. Let me see. Oh my god, what's happening here? It's my first stream and things went straight to hell. Oh my god, marvelous. Maybe, I don't think it's because I'm out of time. Like, really don't think that's the case here. So, let me just see. Yeah, I think I'm not. I think it's the internet that's bugging my things out. I kinda guess. Yeah, Reed, like a friend of mine says, like, what's going on here? I can fix this. I'm gonna see if my friend here can help me. Let's see where it goes from. Because it's really annoying and frustrating. I think I'm advancing here good, but no. Can we hang out? I think I'm going to use another software here. Um, hmm. Here, my partner says that I have to reset the stream. So I think I'm going, and now I'm going to go to settings as one of my friends said here. Let me just close this and see where it goes. Setting. No, that's recent apps. I have. Let me just go and present to everyone, but I don't see anything. I just see my logo here. It's hunky. Let me just go. Give me love, let me see. So yeah, so I think I'm going to use apps for the next stream because if not, I'm going to be like this like another hour. I've been like for approximately 20 minutes on black. Oh my god. Let me see. So let me just see what's happening here because I really don't know. The stream is working here, but I think I'm going to stop this broadcast and go make an